guys, it's Kate. Welcome back to the Kaleidoscope Life. Today I wanted to share with you one of my favorite summertime, springtime recipes. It's super easy and it's kind of an orzo primavera pasta. Primavera meaning spring, because I love springy vegetables. It's really healthy. Number one reason I like it, and it's got so much flavor, it's ridiculous, and so many different flavors. For those of you who don't know what orzo is, it's a pasta, but it's a bit different. It has the ability to absorb a lot of flavors. It's kind of a cross between pasta and rice. But it's really easy to make, really easy to cook with, and it goes in a lot of side dishes. So the recipe that I'm going to show you can either be used as a side dish or as just like a light lunch, which is what I did today. So yeah, I hope you enjoy, and I will post the full recipe and the info area below, and enjoy.
So we're going to start with our medium-sized saucepan, and you're going to add 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, and make sure it's extra virgin because it has that great springy flavor. And what you want to do is once you get the olive oil in the pan, spread it around and make sure the pan is evenly coated on the bottom so that we get a nice even toast when we toast our orzo. So this is just plain old orzo that I got at Trader Joe's. You can really get it anywhere, Albertsons, Ralph's, Vons. It's really common, not too expensive. I think this bag was like $4, if that. Sometimes they come with flavors in them. Don't get the flavors because this whole recipe is for the orzo to absorb all the flavors that we're putting into it. So just be wary of that and don't get the flavored orzo. And I'm pouring a ½ cup here. Now this is the most important part, in my opinion, of the entire recipe. This is the pre-toast of the orzo. When you're toasting the orzo, you're giving it this really unique, almost like cinnamony flavor. It's not sweet and it's not overpowering, but when you toast the orzo like this over like a medium-high heat with a little bit of olive oil, it gives it this absolutely amazing flavor. So you're going to toast this orzo for about 3 to 4 minutes until it's like lightly brown. So see how the orzo is kind of turned into this like nice golden color? It shouldn't stick to the pan at all, it's because of the olive oil. But this really locks in the flavor, and then and now that you've toasted it, now you're going to add, let's see, I think I put 1 tablespoon, yeah, I put in a tablespoon of garlic, just some crushed garlic, and you mix it in. And you're going to want to cook this with the orzo for about 30 seconds to a minute until it gets really fragrant. Then you know that you can move on to the next step. And you want to make sure that your orzo is not getting too brown, which is almost started to happen to me here. So if it's getting too brown, turn down the heat and start stirring it faster so that it doesn't have much time to sit on the pan and get really hot. So this is where I add some chicken broth, and I add about a little tiny bit more than 3/4 of a cup. Add this to the orzo and make sure that you get all those little pieces on the side because you want all the flavor you can, and trust me, if you're OCD like me, it gets super annoying. So yeah, you're gonna stir this around, make sure everything, all the orzo is under the broth, and that you've got a nice steady simmer going. And once you've got a simmer going, you've got a lot of steam coming up like you see, then you're going to want to bring it to a full rolling boil. So now that our orzo is at a full rolling boil, or at least a good steady simmer, give it a quick stir, make sure none of it is sticking to the bottom. And now we're going to turn the heat down to about medium-low and cover it. And you're going to let that simmer for about 10 to 12, maybe even 14 minutes. If I hadn't been there, if not for a cigarette. This is my favorite part. The tomato, basil, garlicky topping that goes on top of the orzo. So what you're going to do is you're going to start with about a tablespoon of olive oil and put that in a bowl. Then take about a teaspoon of the crushed garlic and add that also to the bowl. Now, you're going to take about 6 leaves of basil and chop them up really finely. And of that little bunch, take about half of that and add it to our mixture. And then you're going to take a whole tomato and chop it up into really nice dices and add that also. And you can also add a little bit of salt and pepper to taste, whatever you want. Garlic powder, seasoned salt, whatever you want, really. And then just go ahead and mix it all up. Make sure everything is really mixed thoroughly, because if you get clumps of garlic or just clumps of basil, it just doesn't taste good at all. So let's check back on the orzo. It's been boiling for about 13 minutes. You know when it's done? When all the liquid from the chicken broth is gone. And try a little bit, and it should be pretty tender, but still a little bit al dente. Stir it a little bit to get all the excess liquid and steam out of there. And I'm just gonna spoon this onto a plate. And see how it's that nice golden color? It's exactly what you want. This is the color that you want. It's absorbed all the garlic, the chicken broth, and it's still a little bit golden from the toasting. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add the topping we just made. Just add that straight on top. And now, I know like a lot of people don't like this cheese, Gorgonzola. It's really, really sharp, really, really funky tasting. I don't like a lot of it. I just like just a tiny bit to give it just an extra little kick in the, I don't know, kick in the ass, I don't know. So I add just a tiny bit of Gorgonzola to this, and to balance it out, I add a little bit of a 3-cheese blend of Asiago, Parmesan, and some mozzarella, just basically whatever cheese you like, just to balance that really sharp Gorgonzola flavor out. And there you have it. It took me probably 15 minutes to make this. Kitchen really smells good afterwards. And it's probably one of my favorite summertime dishes, so enjoy. Quick little side note, I am going to the Harry Potter premiere tomorrow at midnight, and I am beyond stoked. That's putting it lightly. I'm going with my boyfriend, and I'm super, super, super excited. I'm gonna sleep all day tomorrow, so I can stay up all night tomorrow night. And that will probably be my first movie review. Probably come home from the movie like 3 a.m. and I'll do a video really quickly and post my review around 5 a.m. And so yeah, check that out when you can. And I'll tell you without revealing too much how Harry Potter ends. I'm so excited, but also a bit sad because Harry Potter's my favorite and it's finally coming to an end. So yeah, thanks as always for watching. Please subscribe, be a pal, and until next time, adios.